Okay, I'm going to show off how I have the fuel system set up for this L83 swap into a 1970 C10. And this is the stock fuel rail. Um, this metal line, I thought it would be stronger, so where it crosses over from the transmission to the frame rail, there's an open area. So instead of AN6 line, like if it got hit with a rock or something, so I used this even though it's tattered up, and it would look a lot better with one of these anodized fittings on it, which I might switch over to because it's kind of driving me nuts. But anyways, I'm going to take you over to what I have set up for the Boyd's fuel tank. It was really complicated for me to figure out how to get it set up. Can you see that? It's a Corvette, a C5 Corvette fuel filter regulator and all of the fittings. I referred to a diagram on the Venata Fab website on how to order which fittings to order. Nobody would tell me, despite asking through direct messaging numerous times on YouTube and Instagram. People would just say, "Oh, it's really simple." But if you look at this, how this fuel tank is wired up, it's not very simple. So this is the fuel sender wire, and I've got it connected to a Deutsch connector. And I figured out to use the Deutsch and Muzzy's weather pack connectors for these through the 67 to 72 Chevy Trucks forum. But anyways, here's the Deutsch connector. It connects to a ground, has two wires coming off of it. One of them is a ground, and one of them is the brown wire that comes from the cab from the American Auto wire harness. Here's the fuel pump. One of them's the ground, and one of them is the red wire. I think it's 14 gauge. And it connects to the Swaptime wiring harness that I'm using. And here's what one of the grounds looks like. The other one is this one. I'm just going to ground it to the frame rail over here. And yeah, I've got this braided loom split sleeve covering up the wires to protect them. And I've got all of the fittings for the fuel inlet. And then this piece is the rollover safety vent. And what I have for that is AN6 line. I'm still trying to figure out which kind of hose clamp to use when I connect this AN6 line. It might be an anodized fitting, or it might just be a simple serrated one, or whatever they're called, the little hose clamps. But anyways, see, I don't have one of those hose clamps for the end of it. I just taped this on. But this is just a little fitting that goes on the end of it so that it can have air. It's supposed, the fuel level is the end of the rollover safety vent. The end of the vent is supposed to be higher than the level of the fuel tank. So I'm going to route this line through the frame rail and up into the rear bed stake pocket. So it's just going to be standing up inside of the back corner of the truck bedside like this. But anyways, if you have any questions about regarding wiring up the Boyd welding fuel tank, hopefully this will answer some of them. And go ahead and feel free to leave a message if you think that I did anything incorrectly, or if you have any opinions about it. Thanks.